fans, and welcome. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And our starting pitcher here today, Shane McClanahan. What do you have on him?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
This is Willie Castro. The line of the pitch. That's outside. And away we go this afternoon. Kicks and deals. Strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, bro. Things change from game times to your daily routine. But he sure makes the transition look easy.
And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pole side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now Correa up to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. McClanahan, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Step off throw to first. It's low and gets away. Next pitch, not close, up high. Wouldn't chase that time. And now the lefty. And that one hammered. Way back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Royce Lewis stands in now and watches strike one.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The line to kick the pitch.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Here comes a pitch. Just misses. Going to count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Foul ball still, 1-2 count. The pitch. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Here's Byron Buxton. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls. So a man aboard now with one away.
Looked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Max Kepler at the plate. On the corner at the knees for a strike. Two runs across in the inning, and we're just getting started here at the top of the first. Swinging for the strikeout. Ugly hack on the off-speed pitch in the dirt. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And action there for strike one.
Hold on, the count.
And he deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning, and it's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That one missed. Buxton off of first with 2 away. The next offering misses. The count now 2-2.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Carlos Correa with the key hit this inning. And it's 2-0. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, their fastball will beat them.
The wind of the pitch. Yandy Diaz at the plate and takes high there. Next offering is in for a strike. Jesse swing. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Line drive. Walner makes the grab. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Brandon Lau, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, bases empty. And it's fouled away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Right through there for a strike. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 out, space is empty. The 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one ripped. Buxton ranges back. And that one is going to go. And they're on the board. It's 2-1.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe. First offering, and it just misses. And there's a foul ball. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Lewis makes his way towards it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. And a curve misses outside. Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Now the left fielder, Matt Waller. McClanahan back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Ball 1. Zingy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Not even close there. Down 2-2. We can chase that time. And that's ball 4. So up next for Minnesota, Edouard Julien. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Just missed. Walter gets his lead at first, nobody out. Right through there for a strike. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
This one popped up. Loud under it. Calls it in for the out. And there's one down.
The catcher,
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is in for a strike. And he swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swings and misses. And him out front for strike 3.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate with that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Willie Castro, the next twin up to hit. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs.
Hey.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Balls. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. Twins wind up stranding 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. And the right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And here it comes. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throw on to Santana. And a quick out, number 1. Richie Palacios, next to hit for the Rays. That one foul off. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. That misses. Now 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Christopher Morel. Pickoff move to first. Palacios back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score the ball in the gap.
Palacios, the base runner at first with 1 out. And a foul ball. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Going to second, and he's out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense, try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Two down, nobody on. Bounced up the middle. And he's safe at first.
The 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and get down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the catcher for the Rays, Ben Workman. And that's outside. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Next pitch misses. 3-1. Taylor Walls in the on-deck circle. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do there, but that keeps this inning alive. It gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now Taylor Walls trying to get the Rays on the board. And a swing and a line drive in a right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. So the Rays strand a pair. They're down 2-1. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now for the Twins, Carlos Correa. The pitch. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. And the pitch. Foul ball there. The pitch. Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. That takes care of Correa.
Now that one.
Here's Royce Lewis. First time up, he grounded to 3rd. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Strike 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. On the ground to third. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down.
The center field for
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. That's a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
2 outs. He swings and fouls one off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Kicks and fires. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
And a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Twins retired in short order, but they still lead it 2-1. Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Diaz, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
The 0-2. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And now it's Brandon Lau, who struck out swinging his first time. And a curve misses outside. And 1-1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
That's down and in. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, Junior.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. Rays down by a run here in the last half of the third. Warning track. And you can catch a ball, baseball man. A massive home run. His second home run of the game. It's 2-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boone. We knew it wasn't coming back. breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Josh Lowe. Here's a strike. The pitch. Outside low. 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball.
Tied up here in the early going. In hard, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's Jose Siri. Swinging a foul straight back. Lowe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next one is off the plate. Down 1-2. This to third. Oh, the throw is over his head. And that keeps the inning alive.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move on the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
First and second, 2 down. Now here is Richie Palacios. In there, and it's 0-1. That one out of here. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
So 2 down. Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays. And that one fouled off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
0-1. Fought off foul. The line of the pitch. Struck him out looking. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Twins, Max Kepler. McClanahan back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ballgame.
Makes the grab, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it, just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And next for Minnesota, Carlos Santana. 0 for 1, he struck out swinging last time. That just misses, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, top half of inning number 4. Kicks and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been pounding him with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you can tell that hitter was just overmatched.
Walker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Two outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And the Twins go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail at 5-2. And we're back. Bottom 4, here's the catcher, Ben Wardman. And a pitch. That one close, roll the ball. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Buxton moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to the bullpen sooner than they hope.
Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Gone. He dunks it off the foul ball. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there's just no telling if it was going to stay fair. He really hooked that thing down the right field line. But good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out front any more than he did.
Next offering is in for a strike. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Anthony DeSclafani, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Varland also getting ready. Swing and a base hit.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Lau, the next to hit, takes outside. Diaz at first, one gone. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And the righty deals. Bounce it off, still 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. And 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 30.
At first. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. And that one clips the corner. 1 run across in the frame so far. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. In the air out to center. Buxton moves under it and makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And the Rays get one in a solo shot. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. This one high in the air to left center. Palacios sizes this one up, brings it in, 1 down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throws to first in time. So the lineup flips over. Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. The Rays leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. The 1-1. And a foul ball. And now the lefty Foul ball still 1-2 count. And there's a ball. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Carlos Correa up next. Payoff pitch. This one smacked out to left center. Palacios makes the catch, inning over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Anthony DeSclafani.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe, 1 for 2. And a pitch. And the slider just misses.
Well, these Rays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Jose Siri next to hit for the Rays. Off the plate, ball 1. Righty delivers. Ground ball to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it, and he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Next to hit, Richie Palacios. He's already homered in this game. Strike on the inside corner.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Strike right there. The Rays trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Stays alive. Left-hand hitter waits. On the ground is short, could be 2. Flips it, 1 at second, relay to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
And now, Christopher Morel. Swing and a tapper. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now Ben Workman. Right side. Santana steps on the bag. What a play. Inning over. So it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 5. It's the Rays 7 and the Twins 2. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Twins, Carlos Correa.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. That shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That one ripped, but foul. 0-2 now. The shortstop takes the ball. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Ryan Pepio warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Rasmussen also throwing. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
His bag in. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
The 1-2. In the air, right side. Low, ranging after it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now, third base,
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. That's in there. Next offering upstairs.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Next offering is downstairs. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. The Rays leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Just off the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rays 7 and the Twins 2. Well, we go bottom 6. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Taylor Walls. The right-hander back to work. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Walls, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017. Here comes a pitch. And a good eye there. The count 2-1. Good eye right there. And he walked it.
Trying trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Walls on at first, nobody out. Wouldn't chase that time. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner on the move. That one foul off, 2-2. Right-handed reliever. And another ball. The pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Here comes a 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Bounce to third. Lewis to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Lau at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one's in there, 0-1.
No, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is downstairs. Two down, nobody on. This one popped up. And that's the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Pepio.
And you know, I think guys can struggle sometimes when they're going on big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good line arm delivers. Kepler in the box again, takes a strike. And it's even up. Righty to the plate. There's a swing and a drive. Dive in, makes the grab.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You could absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
So up next for Minnesota, Carlos Santana. Goes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That clips the corner. And here it comes. That one fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Down and in, moved his feet. That one not close, and it's 2-2. The punch out there. That's out number 2.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now the box comes up empty with a swing there. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit. And he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
DeSclafani back to work. Check swing, no appeal.
Whoa, recognized that pitch just in time. Able to keep those hands back.
Off the mark there, and the count is 2-0. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Justin Topa warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Number 39 getting cranked up as well. 2-0.
Yep.
And a 4-pitch walk.
No, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Runner on the go. That's to third. Lewis throws to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So up next, Jose Siri, 1 for 3. Siggy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And first offering is fouled off. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball is going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Man at second. That's in there. That is strike 2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boone, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. And that's an out.
No left fielder, number 1, Ricky.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs and a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. One left for Tampa, but they're still on top 7-2. And we're back. We go to the eighth, leading off Edouard Julien. And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. And that's the first out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. First pitch misses. The Rays leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 8th. Starting to go after it. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around according to Daryl Parker. There's a 1-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
One down, base is empty. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. And it skips into there.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Next offering is outside. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
In the air, left field, Palacios on his way over. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. The shortstop takes the ball. There's a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Two outs. In the air to left center. Siri sizing it up. And that is that. One left for Minnesota. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And and welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Christopher Morel. And the pitch. Ball one there. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Justin Topa warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Number 39 warming up as well. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Next offer in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Up the middle, and that one handled. No play, that's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
So man aboard, and now here is Ben Workman. That's in there. That's strike 1.
All ones the count.
Morel gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just 2 really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And the batter now, Taylor Walls. Here's a strike. That's out to center field. Buxton moves under it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Yandy Diaz. And a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Ground ball left side. There's one.
He's out.
Double play. What a twin killing day in the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the Rays 7 and the Twins 2. We go to the 9th, and now for the Twins, Royce Lewis.
Royce Lewis.
The line to the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice
he doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Kicks and fires. There's a strike. Base is empty on the way. Near the top of the ninth. Right through there, got him. 2 out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate. Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Now, final is the Japanese ball for the victorious Rays. 7 on 13 hits. No errors. They led 7 on base. For the Twins, 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 error. They led 3 runners on base. Time of the ball, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you, please drive home safely.